I'm back again, profiling how Red Wing is working together to get through these trying times of COVID-19. I'm talking today with a newly formed group, the Artistic Response Team of Red Wing, which was created to respond to the COVID-19 emergency. And in the room with me today, we have Anna Ostendorf, who's the Executive Director of ArtReach. And we have Stephanie Rodgers, Executive and Artistic Director of the Anderson Center at Towerview. And we have Emily Guida Foos, Executive Director of Red Wing Arts. Jennifer Staley, Development and Outreach Director of the Sheldon Theater. And Mike Arturi, Executive Director of the Universal Music Center. So just a broad conversation to start. How are the arts organizations being affected, Jennifer, in Red Wing?
We have been talking extensively, the arts leaders here in Red Wing, and about how we're being affected. And we're all being affected a little bit differently than each other, but we're all definitely being affected. It's a scary, scary time. And I have to point out that in communities that aren't Red Wing, a lot of organizations that are arts organizations, and Sean, you can attest to this, they might not make it through this time. People in our industry that are furloughed that are not making it through this and are hoping to get their jobs back when it's over. And the longer that goes, arts are tenuous anyway. So to think that we're going to be able to support ourselves through non-work. That being said, this is Red Wing, and and the story is a positive one. We're resilient. Because of our donors and the people in Red Wing that support us, I think we're all going to be okay. All the forums and talks and stuff that we all go to talk about that it's irresponsible to fundraise for the arts during this time. And we agree. That being said, we also can't do the work that we do without individual donations. But because of this community and the pride the community has towards the arts, and because we're stronger together than we are as separate entities, we are resilient. We've been through some horrible times, and I think that we're all going to be okay.
Good to hear, Jennifer. Thank you. So, Emily, how are artists being affected?
When you think of artists, you have to think of all artists. That includes musicians, the visual artists, actors. They are all being affected. All of our programming has been canceled across the board due to social distancing. Which means the streams of revenue for our artists have been suspended and canceled as well. Many of our artists are also, not only do they depend on their income from the arts, they're also probably what we call gig workers, which means that they might be wait staff or substitute teachers, and those incomes have been suspended also. So artists are really struggling. They are struggling also to be connected to the resources that exist for them and to understand some of the policies that's coming out through the CARES Act, etc. So it's definitely a tough time for them financially.
Anything we can do to help individual artists get through is really important at this time. So what are the goals of this collaboration, Stephanie?
Tagging off of what Emily said, one of the initial goals was to make sure that the arts organizations in Red Wing are supporting our local artists, that we are serving as a resource for them and connecting them to regional, statewide, and national resources that are coming out so that they can access some of the relief available. We want to implement and program creative collaboration ideas while practicing social distancing. And we have been working together on a streaming platform, but we are also hoping that at some point we might have somewhat relaxed social distancing where things could happen in person. We're monitoring the situation.
So how can people find you and these programs online? Anna?
Well, of course, we would love to have things in person, but as Stephanie said, that's not really possible at the moment. We are looking, as the situation develops, hopefully that will happen. But for now, people can tune in virtually. So all of our organizations have individual Facebook pages where we're posting content and links and sharing other people's events and links that they have. I also just put on the ArtReach website, artreachredwing.org/ artistic response team. And so far, the things that we have done, the video content that exists has been archived and links are available on that page. Of course, life is continually changing in this time. So just to tune into those social media channels and see where things take us. It kind of depends how long we're in this state, how much content we're going to put out, and how exactly it will be available. We're all learning as we go, sort of building the plane as we're flying it. So, you know, we're figuring out what platforms work best for different mediums, but mostly those social media channels for all 5 of the organizations are sharing that information.
That's great. I think there's a lot of plane building going on across the community as we're
Yes.
flying through this, getting to the other side. So Mike, what have you done so far?
Well, we've done several different things. Our programs have been geared toward different audiences. We're getting artists information about economic resources and options. A couple of examples are Red Wing Arts presented their March Art Speak online. We had a guest, Andy Sturdivant of the Springboard for the Arts, and he shared resources for individual artists in this time of economic crisis. And also the Anderson Center director, Stephanie Rodgers, talked with a local painter, Lindsay Cherrick, about how she sells her artwork through social media. We're also providing arts education content to children and families. And some examples are Anna has continued to share arts through arts instruction through ArtReach, and that includes making homemade rhythm instruments. ArtReach is also coordinating with the hashtag #OurRedWing project, filling windows and storefronts with wing images.
So what's next for the arts response team of Red Wing?
So not only are each of us doing our own programming virtually as well, I think we're together we're collaborating. One of the projects that I've started leaning forward on is gathering art supplies to the kids who need them. They have school, but they are stuck at home wondering what to do. And so art is a great tool for our youth to stay busy, to get their emotions and their feelings out as well.
Yeah, we're compiling a website with links of all the local artists, musicians, and writers who make up the artistic community of the Red Wing area.
Going to some neighborhoods and in our single vehicles and showing off stuff and letting people show us stuff that they've been working on arts-wise, and also engaging people that way. It sounds like it's been done in a couple other communities. It's a super exciting but also safe way to get people excited and also to keep people connected. We don't want to have the people that stay home and get depressed. We think we can help with that. So
Great.
That would be the parade.
And Stephanie, you were thinking of studio visits.
Yeah, I'm going to start recording studio visits with local artists, and perhaps other members of the artistic response team will join in on that. So many of our artists rely on the exposure that they get through our galleries and through performing live to help connect them to audiences. And we want to amplify the wonderful artistic work that they are doing and introduce them to new people while we're all at home.
Yeah, great. Sounds really nice. And finally, Anna, you have a Red Wing, the Wings project continues.
Yes. So we have a link on our website, a PDF that has a feather template that you can download, or you can draw your own feather as long as it fits in a standard envelope. Decorate a paper, cardboard, some sort of flat feather, and either mail it or drop it off through the mail slot at ArtReach. And then I'm going to be putting them together to make large collaborative art project wings that we can put in the downtown business windows, especially while the storefronts are closed up right now. It'll be something to add some interest, and also everybody can participate in decorating a feather so we can all share in this collaborative art experience from the safety and comfort of our homes.
Oh, great. Sounds wonderful. So Jennifer, Stephanie, Anna, Emily, and Mike, thank you so much for coming into this interview today so you could share what you guys are doing from the artistic point of view in Red Wing. It sounds exciting, and it sounds like you guys are really going to help us pull through and get to a future that is really inclusive of everybody in community and all the organizations, artists working together. And I hope we can sustain that into the future. So thank you so much.